before Christmas. You might think the Clement Clark Moore poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, would be the final word on the man we more commonly know today as Santa Claus. But according to our Mo Rocca, Santa is overdue for a makeover.
All I want for Christmas is my tea, so I can wish you Merry Christmas.
What do you want for Christmas?
An iPod Touch, a small bike, a lot of football stuff,
A new skirt. A doodoo thing. A choo-choo train.
probably lots of money.
That's a lot of wishes to get down a lot of chimneys, and all by one man in a sleigh circling the planet in a single night. So how could Santa do it all better?
Get more reindeer. Give his animals that pull his sleigh like energy drinks so that they go faster.
Should Santa change his delivery system?
We'd love to have Santa's account for FedEx. Santa would certainly be one of those premier accounts.
Paul Tronzer is managing director of global operations for FedEx.
Do you guys have a hub in the North Pole?
We don't have a hub in the North Pole.
He thinks Santa should use, well, FedEx.
What we would recommend to Santa is that he move the elf workshops to areas near our distribution centers so that the elves would have maximum time to make the toys prior to the Christmas deliveries. What we're in business for is to satisfy our customers, and if Santa was one of our customers, we'd work very hard to develop a system that we could satisfy Santa.
Would you be willing to dress up as an elf?
I think we would probably leave the elf dressing to those real elves.
It's a big account.
I understood.
About those elves, Santa's labor practices have recently come under fire.
They're not allowed to marry or socialize. I've been looking at the
Popular science contributor Gregory Moan has written extensively about Santa.
Is there any risk of injury to Santa? Most roofs are slanted.
Absolutely, and I think we haven't heard much about Santa falling off a roof or anything like that. I think the greatest risk to him is inside the home. Now, if you think Santa's inside 100 million living rooms in a single night, well, someone at some point is going to come into that living room and wonder who's poking around and perhaps walk in there with a shotgun, and that could get pretty tough for Santa.
And what about Mr. Claus's apparel? Is he really dressed for success?
He could probably have a short sleeve shirt and shorts under that.
It's a transitional outfit.
Yeah.
What's the biggest problem with the current outfit?
Well, I believe it's most appropriate for colder weather. And once you hit the equator, Santa would have to be stiflingly hot.
Jim Gunn wants to give Santa an outfit suitable for all the world's climates.
The zipper allows these to convert into shorts?
Yes, so you take the bottom of the pant off, you store it somewhere, and Santa's in a pair of shorts.
Is it a sleeveless tee, or is that a little too chachi?
Yes, it's a little too chachi. Also, if we consider Santa's size, he's a generously proportioned man, and sleeveless would not be very flattering on Santa.
Let's face it, the jolly old guy could afford to lose a few inches.
He can just put on some running shoes and run really, 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 really fast and not get so fat.
Dr. Stork, thank you so much for taking my call.
Dr. Travis Stork of The Doctors agrees that Santa's weight is a weighty issue.
Well, you know what? I don't even know if it's as much Santa's fault as our fault, because we leave cookie after cookie for Santa. So I think we need to change our habits and every now and then maybe leave some veggies with some hummus.
If Santa came to you as a patient, what would you tell him?
You know what? I think what Santa needs to do is do some walking followed by some stretching, because here's a big thing, and anyone who's been on a long plane ride knows this. If you sit for too long in one spot, you actually can be at risk for a lot of things, including blood clots in your legs. So I worry about that with Santa. That's why Santa's got to get up out of that sleigh, stretch, and, go ahead and get some of his own exercise. Maybe take the reindeer for a walk.
And if you've got any advice for Santa, write it down and leave it next to the milk and hummus.
Or if you prefer, the milk and cookies. Cookies come in so many different shapes and sizes, there's no way anybody could possibly keep keep track of all the recipes. Still, Martha Teichner knows some people who have tried